Welcome to the Icaran sector. Welcome to the first in a three-part series of Solohammer games called Fate's Masters, and it's all about the Eldar and the Aeldari. So in today's game, it's a 500-point game, and we're going up against Space Marines. Now, there is an Iron Warriors warband on a collision course with a bunch of Eldar, and they are trying their best to tweak fate to make things easier for them, make them basically guarantee them a victory. The first step in doing this is this world the Iron Warriors will pass through, and it's currently held by the Raging Dragons, a Space Marine White Scar successor chapter. And they are, it's on the edge of their territory, so there's a lower presence here. So the Iron Warriors would sweep through, no problem, almost uncontested. However, the Eldar have sent a small infiltrating team in to plant some evidence, to shake things up, to make the White Scars, the Raging Dragons, pull troops in. So when the Iron Warriors hit, they're going to take some more casualties before the inevitable conflict with the Eldar. So today's mission is very simple. There is 1, 2, 3 objectives on the table. The Eldar can do an action on the objective, and that objective is removed. For each objective removed, the Space Marines will have 50 more points to use in the next game, which will be a 1,000 point game. So it could be 1,150 points versus the 1,000 for the Iron Warriors to try and twist the fate of the Eldar troops. So there is lots of line of sight blocking. It's an industrial sector. So there's the key pieces of computer things there with the software that they can plant evidence. They can also, just the act of attacking will put the Raging Dragons onto alert. So let's go look at the armies. So here we have the 500 points attacking force of the Aeldari. So of course they get their 12 fate dice at the start, and once a phase they can change out one of the rolls. And then also the detachment gives them 1 free reroll to hit, 1 free reroll to wound. This is done before any balance patches or points updates. So that's coming soon by all accounts. Our warlord today is the Warlock, who has Reader of Runes. So in the command phase, he pulls out a fate dice, re-rolls it, puts it back in, and probably will turn many 1s into 1s or 2s. Unit of Rangers, new unit of the Void Scarred with a Shredder, the Rifles, and Power Sword on the leader there. 5 Rangers, 3 Shroud Runners, 3 Wind Riders with Shuriken Cannons to run with the Warlock, and 3 Shining Spears, where the Exarch has the Shuriken Cannon. He's got the upgraded Lance, and he also has the 4-up Shimmer Shield. And he has the Mist Shield as well on him. So they've got invols as well. Well, he does. The specific model does. So he might last a bit longer as we try and move forward. And these guys can infiltrate, or they've got a pre-game move. Let's have a look. The Rangers have infiltrate. The Shroud Runners have Scout 9. And they both have stealth. So they're both -1 to hit. They're -1 to hit because they've their unit ability. So the Marines might have a bit of a challenge, but we'll go look up for the Marines. So here we have 500 points of Marines, and they get Oath of Moments. They point at a target in their command phase and reroll all hits and wounds against that target. And their detachment, I can either be in the Devastator Doctrine, Shoot and Advance, Tactical Doctrine, Fallback, Shoot and Charge, and the Assault Doctrine, Advance and Charge. So it's the first time I'm actually using this detachment, I think. So we're led today by the Judiciar, and he gives his unit fight first, and he's with the Blade Guard. He has the Artificer Armor, so he's got a 2-up save and a 5-up Feel No Pain. Yes, this model only. And there are 5 assault intercessors with a plasma pistol, the blade guard with the neo volkite, the snipers are going sniper against sniper, and the outriders for speed, because obviously they're white scar successors. So both sides having a slightly expendable force because they're either on the edge of the territory or they're pretty much aware that this could possibly be a suicide mission. Let's go set up the board. In the deployment, we have the guys ready to move forward here with the scout. Then we've got the shining spears. The warlock has bundled up here. These guys have moved here. We've infiltrated just a little bit further forward here, and then the Marines have infiltrated here. That's why these guys are a bit more hidden. These guys have done damage. But it turns out those sniper rifles are flat 3 damage. And the last Fuxil version is now D6 damage. So that's changed since 9th edition. That's closer to what it was in 8th, right? The GDCR and Blade Guard are on that side. They're holding their home objective, or what is effectively the home objective, and the Outriders are on this side to come screaming forward. So it might be a bit clash in the middle, but we shall see, right? So we'll use these dice. I'm just going to roll for both sides all the time. Just for turn 1, the Eldar will use their dice. So turn 1 goes to the Aeldari. So we'll roll the fate dice, move forward, and come back. It might just very well be one of those games. For that is the fate dice roll. I am going to lose a dice and try again. Fairly strong push through for the turn 1. Because of well, I thought they probably could have done it anyway, but they've activated that one so they can't shoot. So there's some information planted on that machine. These guys have moved forward, so they're actually in the range of their shooting lances from up there. And they've come through to shoot through. Try and do some damage up there. I use my fate dice, yes. So I re-rolled a 1 into a 6 because of my warlord trait, and then it was a much better roll. So I've got single 4, some 3s, and then I use the 2 to advance these guys here. So that just got them up to the wall. These guys move around because they can take a few pot shots at bikers, maybe do some damage, maybe not. Maybe draw the bikers out to do dealt with by those guys. But these things must go first. Oh, these guys have been given Shroud by the Warlock Skyrunner. So his Destructor's out of range. I don't want to get them too close. But we will start with the cannons up to those guys. So there are 3 shuriken cannons, and the eliminators have a 3-up save. That's it, they just have a 3-up save. Alright, yeah. Well, we'll get that because they're in cover. Hitting on 3s. And I can do a single reroll. Wounding on 3s. With a single reroll. And then saving on 3s because they're in cover. Ooh, that would be 2 dead. Oh, we got a CP each as well. If I spend that CP already, no, I think that's just 2 dead eliminators. And then the twin shuriken, 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 save. So the right, we'll put. Can they even see anymore? No, they can't see up there anymore. So they'll put all of their shuriken shots into these guys, and I don't think there's much we can do right now. They are within 2 inches, so they will get the cover. So the Shuriken Cannon have a single reroll. Wounds can have a single reroll, and we'll save on 3s. And then there's 2 normal shurikens, and wounds on a 4. Oh, we put a single wound onto those guys there. And the last thing to shoot will be at the bikers, who will get cover as well. The Rangers have 1 shot each, hitting on 3. It's heavy, but they moved. Strength 4, so wounding on 5s. Hitting on 3s. We'll use one of the ones as a hit, and I'm going to do a single reroll. So just 2. And is it just AP -1? It is flat 2 damage though, saving on 3s because of the cover. Oh, 4 damage. The Outriders have 4 wounds. They do indeed. They take down a bike. That is fairly useful first turn for the Eldar. Very short. Ooh, can we make a charge up here? We maybe can. So we need so a 6. We need an 8. In that case, then we will use a fate dice because it's a different phase. And that's a 12. So yeah, these guys will get right up. And come right in. And one of them will have to stay at the bottom, unfortunately. But he will tuck right into there. So there are Shroud Runners. So the Exarch is in there. The Exarch will go first for the glory. So his Star Lance, 4 attacks, hitting on 2s with a single reroll, and its Lance strength 4, so it'll wound on 3s because of Lance and +1 to wound. With a single reroll, 2 at AP -3, so 6 up saves. Nope, they wipe out the squad. But they are going to get lit up in return, and those guys are a bit out of position, so we might move in a different way as the Marine player. No consolidation, we're not in range of anything else. And we will go on. One of the victory conditions sorted, so there's extra points for the Marines coming up, but will they get any more as we go on to turn 1 for the Marines? Bunching up in the center, these guys obviously are our Oath of Moment target, and we have moved around, and no, we don't need to advance in anything, so we are not going to do the Doctrines just yet, because we don't particularly need any of those bonuses just yet. We do have 2 CP each, so we'll start the shooting phase with the Outriders, and so their bolt rifles are twin link, strength 4. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything, and wounding on 4s, and AP -1. I think they've got a 3-up save. they do. So saving on... we'll start with the ones in the cover at the top. Saving on 3s. So one of them takes a wound. Wound dice. Change the other one on the Marine. So I think, yeah, they've got 2 wounds each. So we'll start up there. So then we'll do the pistols up. So there's 4 regular pistols. Rerolling everything. 1 miss. Rerolling the wounds. And a 3-up save. Yep. Plasma pistol. Doesn't need to be overcharged. Hits. Wounds. Doesn't save. So that will kill that one. And then last things to shoot will be the Judicia and his squad of Blade Guard. So the Blade Guard have heavy bolt pistols, and he has the Absolver pistol, strength 5. So, does he hit on 2s? No, he hits on 3s. At the moment. Misses. The regular pistols hit. They are strength 4, so we'll re-roll that one. And saving on 3s, AP -1 though. And 1 damage. Oh no! Yeah, I'll have to put it onto... Oh yeah, we will get cover from there anyway. Okay, that's fine. And the Neovolkite 2 shots. Yep. Hitting on 3s, devastating on 6s. I'll re-roll one of them. Oh, there we go. And then a 3-up save. So that's 4. Does the Judicia... Oh no, the Exarch has 3 wounds anyway, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do clear away our Oath of Moment target and put the Frighteners onto some of these little pointy-eared elves. We'll see how that goes. And oh, they were -1 to hit. Looking at the strats, oh, lightning fast. They were -1 to hit anyway. Never mind. I need to remember these rules. So we will go on to turn 2 for the Eldar. So the Eldar have done another push forward. We've not done, these have just shifted around so we can take shots and hopefully come in later turns, and because they could have moved on to the objective and taken it, but I think I need to clear the Outriders out of the way first. So that's what we're going to do with the these guys here. And we're going to play a stratagem, Blade Storm. Critical wounds improves the ammo pen by 2, which will force him to play Armor of Contempt on those guys. So let's have a look. 1, 3 shuriken cannons. We can re-roll 1. And then we'll bring in a 6 to wound, because we've got 1. And then 3s, because it's strength 6. So there's 3 at 3 up. And then 3 at 5 ups, because of the -1. So that's 4 damage. Taking down the second bike. There is the 2 shuriken pistol, or shuriken, that was twin linked, and a 3-up save. Nope. So put the sergeant down to 3 wounds, and then destructor. And they're also concealed as well. And we rolled a 2 and turned it back into a 2. Yay. D6, and it's Torrent. Okay, strength 5, so I'll be wounding on 4s. So 1, and it doesn't wound. I haven't done my reroll to wound yet. And it saves. Because it's AP -1, but there's cover and then Armor of Contempt. Anyway, so these guys will put all of the shots into the Assault Marines. So there are 3 Ranger Rifles. I'll reroll that one. Nope. Wounding on 4s. AP -1, saving on... Well, one's behind cover, saving on a 3. He's dead. And the next one behind cover, he's alive. And then they have... What's the gun underneath? Scatter lasers. 6 attacks each. Hang on 3s. 6, 2, 4, 6. And we've done up. Well, we've done the reroll to wound, yeah, have we? Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, it's strength 5. Oh, that's not so good. And then saving on 3s, it's AP dash, and cover doesn't change that. So we kill the one behind the barricade. And then, can anything else see anything? These guys can see, well, these 3 can see down into those guys, so they will fire. They moved, so 3s and 4s. Saving on 4-ups. So 1 more of them goes. And yeah, these 4 can see the bike. So there is a shuriken rifle. So they've got 2 shots each. So there's 3 of them. We'll do the reroll. And then wounding on 5s. Do a reroll. That's very cocked. Yay! Saving on a 3. Yes. And then the Shredder gets 5. And that one's Torrent. Corsair Shredder. Yep. Strength 6. So wounding on 3s. And then saving on 3s. And they will save. And there's going to be some battle shocks needed over there. And that is the end. No, I'm not charging in because they will shred. We will go on to turn 2 for the Space Marines. So we pushed into the Assault Doctrine, everything advanced, and then the Tricksy Elves played Phantasm at the end of my movement phase and moved back there. So our charge target is the long bomb charge, or these guys here. And these guys got a massive, well, they got 4 inches, so they got 10-inch movement. So with a good charge, maybe we can lock up over there. We'll probably just shred those guys, hopefully. No shooting, because everything advanced. So we'll charge the bike. 4 inches away, he just needs to touch the barrier. And these guys need an 8-inch charge to get to there. Let's just deal with this squad first. I think we can maybe tag them. Oh, we can tag them anyway. Yeah, we'll declare, yeah. So we'll come round this way. And these guys need a 6-inch charge. I get an 8. So the Eldar getting tagged up. Right. So we'll start with the Judiciaire. He is in range. Oh no, he's consolidate in. Yes, he will tag. There we go. 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Well, hitting on 3s because of stealth. And they're not the at the moment target. And strength 7, toughness 4, so we're on 3s. AP -2, so that'll be. They have an invul save against shooting. Okay. They got 4 up save, 6 up save. Don't have any 6s. Nope. And that's 2 damage. They have 3 wounds. Ooh. Then the Blade Guard get a considerable number of attacks. 4 attacks each, hitting on 4s, strength 5, wounding on 3s. 1, 2. They get reroll a hit roll of 1. Or reroll a hit roll of 1. So there's 2 ones there. Wounding on 3s. And then AP -2. 2, 4, 6. Oh, well, they killed the squad by themselves. That was impressive. I think I might have missed the -1s to hit again somewhere. And I guess we pay 2 CP to interrupt with the Void Guard because we got a power sword. And we'll go into the ones that are tagged to the bikers. Just had to look up online. They do get a close combat weapon. It wasn't on their data sheet. Well, the power sword will go first. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Saving on 5s. So is that just 1 damage each? Yep. So that will kill not the sergeant. And then regular guys. Please. Reroll a hit. And then 5s. I haven't rolled a wound yet. Just the 2. Saving on 3s. Yep. Well, we've no good there. So the assault intercessor. Four attacks with a chainsword. Hitting on 3s. And it's not the other moment target. Wounding on the 3s. And saving on not that. So we slice up a little elf. And the biker, his chainsword also has 4 attacks, 3s and I've got no CP to pay for lightning fast reactions. And 3s. 2 wounds. What's their save? 4 up. So they need 1 5 up. And okay, so 1 more goes. And that is the end of turn 2. Can we do anything about this blob as we go on to turn 3? Falling out of combat here. These guys have zipped up and advanced onto the objective over there, and because they have an assault weapon, they've activated the target and can't do anything else this turn. Let's see what happens with those guys. Like so, falling back here, so the Rangers can shoot in. Split fire. Always works, doesn't it? Right, we'll put 3 into the bike, 2 into that lone sergeant, into the bike. They all hit. 5s, 2 wounds, saving on 4s, and into the lone guy. I'll do the reroll, and we'll use one of our fate dice to wound. And that will save on 4s. No, he is definitely dead. That is better than nothing. And that is the end of turn 3 for the Eldar. And we're going to turn 3 for the Space Marines. With no need to use one of the doctrines, we advance and shoot, but they really want to charge. So we've just hopped over here. If we can clear off those guys, it'll be a relief. If we can clear off those guys, it will be a relief as well. So he will shoot in first. And those guys are the auto moment target again. 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 save. And they've got the Judiciar pistol, hits, wounds, and save on a 4. No, that's 1 wound. 2 regular pistols, oath of moment, 4s, oath of moment. No. So we just put a wound onto one of those guys. And the Neo Volkite pistol. Just check that. 1 shot or 2 shots? Well, it's only 1 shot now. Oops, never mind. Hits. Auto moment. No. So we will charge straight in with the bike. Yes. We'll come right straight at them. We just need to charge up to the barrier here. So I put anything but snake eyes. 5 ought to do it. Yeah, so we can come that way. Come that way. And then there we go. So we're all in combat there. So we'll spend our Eldar CP over here for lightning fast for -1 to hit. But we'll start over here. 4 attacks. Oh, just the 1. Does wound. And it does save. And the Judiciar gets 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. We are oath of moment. Strength 7 will wound on 3s. And AP -2 will save on 6s. So that will kill 2 bikers. I'll have to be careful with the... because he has a 4-up invul. Right, Blade Guard. 1, 2, 3 Blade Guard. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Everything hits. And they'll go, because they're re-rolling everything will +1 for the save. I don't know if that'll matter. Wounding on 3s. Right, saving on a 6, and then all of these will save on 4s. Nope, that is very much the squad over here. And then the Corsairs get to fight back. There is 3 of them left, hitting on 3s, and then 5s, and then the power sword hits, and then 5s. Oh, 5s. Oh, so he only takes 1 damage in the end, putting him down to 2. And that is a successful turn for the Space Marines, clearing off this Xenos. But can these guys do anything? Right, we will go on to turn 4. A kind of all or nothing turn for the Aeldari at the minute. We've jumped back here, and if that thing goes, then maybe we can do the action next turn if they survive. So there are 2 that can shoot into here, 3 that can shoot into here because they've got precision. So we will play Armor of Contempt for these guys, so they'll still be saving on a 3. And we'll play for Blade Storm, so 6s to wound, do the extra damage. So there's 2 that can see the biker hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. So that's AP -3, so 6 up save. No! We kill the biker. Can we do the same for the Judiciar? Hitting on 2s with a reroll. Wounding on 4s with a reroll. No. Alright, so this one is a 3-up save, and this one is a 5-up save. So we only managed to put 2 wounds onto him. But that is possibly more than we could have hoped for, really. That's it, we'll go on to turn 4 for the Space Marine. So we move forward here. We've done the advance and charge, we need to do advance and shoot. However, the Tricksy Eldar spent their CP and moved these one back to probably make that charge almost impossible. So that objective is open for the final turn 5 as we go into the shooting phase. So we'll do everything up at these guys. So pistols hitting on 4s. And I guess they're the automatic target because there's no other choice. Wounding on 3s. And they're AP -1. Rangers just have a flat 5-up save or 5-up invul against ranged attacks. And they're not getting cover from that angle, so 5-ups. That's 3 of them dead. The Neo-Volkite doesn't hit. Doesn't hit. The gun from the Judiciar hits. Doesn't wound. Wounds. 5-up. No. So they're in big trouble. And is there any chance of a charge? We need a 10. Alright, yeah, we'll give it a go. That's a 9. We've got plenty of CP. That's a 9 into a 9. And that's it. We'll go on to turn 5, and they'll need a battle shock test. Final throws of the suicide mission. They passed the battle shock. They've moved forward and activated that objective, deployed the knowledge. And that means there's just 1 shot coming in on there. And we'll use the... well, it needs a 2 to hit, so I've got a 2. We'll use that one. And we'll wound on a 4. And I got a reroll. No. Fair enough. That is the end of the game for the Eldar. And let's see how much we can punish them. Can we wipe them out? As they have wiped out most of them. The Eldar have done it again. They've moved backwards as we move forwards. But maybe we can put some shots up. So we'll put the Neovolkite and the Judiciar's pistol up at the Ranger, and these two in at these guys. So the Neovolkite hits, and I guess they're the other moment. And wounds, 5 up, makes it. The Judiciar's pistol hits and doesn't wound. And then the 2 pistols, re-rolling everything off at the moment. 3s, and doesn't make the save. So how are we looking for charges? That's going to be a 9 to go that way, or a 5 for an 8 to go up, if an 8 to go up there, but yeah. Let's charge the other moment target. 10. Hee. So there's Judiciar and 2 can attack. The Judiciar goes first. Hits on lightning fast, but it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. 2s, and the Void Guard have a 4-up save, and he's got a 4-up invul, doesn't he? So the first guy has a 6-up. Has a 6-up. Nope. And then 2 4-ups. Nope. The Void Guard, having done their job, have been marmalized. So this Ranger will sneak back into the shadows and report back to the Aeldari command that this mission has been successful. At least somebody there is there to tell the tale of it. And though the Marines don't know it, they will bolster the defenses here, and when the Iron Warriors come charging through, they will have an extra 150 points for their list, whereas the Iron Warriors, expecting an easy victory, will be in for a harder time. That was quite a lot of fun, actually. Narrative mission, try something new. Marine. This squad's brutal. Everything else is dead. They might have to pass through the next game. 1,000-point games are supposed to be played on the full-size table, so maybe we'll give that a try. So this will all come down. I'll try and make it look a little bit similar, and introduce some other sectors that we could be fighting over. But the Iron Warriors are coming. Please do like, subscribe, follow along for that mission, and we'll see you in the next video.